I'm Gabriel Ritchie, head of the Bloodline. The other half's not here right now. He'll be joining us later. Big Dave Uso. To the left of me on my screen is ding, 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 bell time Seb. And underneath me on the bottom, Mr. Gene Lesnar.
Yeah, good shit.
The muscle of the group.
The muscle.
The muscle. All right, if we were Evolution, who would be who? Didn't we already have this discussion?
Yeah. I'd be Ric Flair because I'm the oldest.
You'd be Ric Flair.
Yeah, I'd be Ric Flair.
Dave, right, that's why we call him Big Dave, because Dave would be Dave Bautista. And then me or Sebastian.
I'd be Randy. You're Trips.
You'd be Randy. I'm Trips. Okay.
Yeah, you'd be Trips.
Works out. Everything works out.
Like if we did like switch it up, I'll be Trips.
You could be Trips. You
could. No. If we ever switched it up, but me, I want to be Ric Flair because I'm the oldest, and like
you expose yourself to flight attendants, right?
Yeah, I do the airplane effect.
Okay. Sound like Tommy Dreamer right now. All right, we could get right into it. It was a pretty action-packed week in wrestling, if you ask me.
It was a great week.
Sebastian, I don't know if you want to get this going. John Moxley, 5-year extension.
Yes,
and he won't just be as a wrestler. Yeah, any more information on that?
So John Moxley got a contract extension recently. After he just became champion, I guess he's in Tony's good graces. Gave him a 5-year extension, and his role has actually been extended to more of like a wrestler coach position. So when he's not wrestling, he'll be pretty much doing what he's already doing now with like the backstage meetings and stuff, and like kind of mentoring the people in the back and like helping people out, I guess.
So he's the new Kenny Omega. Because that was like Kenny Omega's job, but with the females. But I'm just saying, he was basically the Kenny Omega, like the wrestler, basically the champion, but still mentoring. People go to him, asking questions and stuff like that. They were doing that. So basically, that's John Moxley.
He's what CM Punk wanted to be.
He is CM Punk. CM Punk is still wanting to be that.
He is
even not dead.
Yeah. like we've said in the past, regardless, I've had criticism from Moxley in the ring, maybe some repetitive promos here and there, but maybe the reason he gets so repetitive is because he's always there every night of the year.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
And that's a testament to him and his professionalism. Like, he acts like, and maybe he is sort of like this, they called them the lunatic fringe. Like, this guy's unstable and shit. But honestly, like, think about all the drama that's happened in AEW this whole time in the past year, and he hasn't really been involved in any of it, despite being one of the most established guys in the company. So this is a really good news. I'm happy he signed that extension. I think it's a good sign for AEW that they're signing one of the guys that could easily have gone back to WWE to a long-term deal.
Yeah, for sure. 5 years is a long time.
That is a long ass time.
It is, yeah. Unless he pulls a KD and tries.
But I don't know, man. Like, ever since y'all mentioned like how y'all was kind of getting sour on Moxley, I'm sitting there watching these shows, and I'm sitting there, and it's like, they force feeding the shit out of Moxley to me, man. It's like, no.
They over.
It's like, no, I'm kind of. It's kind of like the Roman effect before Roman became head of the table. It's like, you're force feeding me him. Like, I know he's good. I like him. Yes, but stop throwing this motherfucker out every time. So y'all making this motherfucker champ every second. I know. That's what I'm kind of mad about. It's like, I'm kind of over him being champion. Like, I don't want him to be champion no more. Do your thing. You don't need to be champion. You don't need the belt. We know you're the man.
Why he's champion, but yeah, I hear you. Definitely, I feel the same way. Like, they put Moxley in everything, or like every time he has a match, it's the same formula like how we talked about before. Like, he'll blade, and then he'll get beat up for like 10 minutes, and then at the last 5-7 minutes, he just fucking eviscerates the guy.
He's the bloody version of Cena.
Kinda. A little bit.
Yeah, because that's how Cena was. Like, he was in granted, they had 2 brand splits and stuff, but Cena was in everything, and he was always getting his ass whooped for 15 minutes, 12 minutes, and then at the very last second, he hulks up and then boom, he has like his signature. Then he has a special. It's over.
Right.
So it's like the 5 moves of doom with him. You know what I'm saying? That's John Moxley now. The 5 blades of doom.
5 blades of doom.
Yeah. Freaking what I was gonna say. But yeah, it was just like how Jericho first started AEW. He was in everything. He kind of is almost in everything, but it was like to the point was like, all right, come on, man. Y'all are killing this Jericho with the music and this and that. Like, let's scale back. Let's get I wouldn't be mine if like it was Hangman Adam Page like right now. Like to be honest with you, you need people like that. Get them out there. They need the strap. They need the TV time. They need the rivalry storylines right now. Moxley, you don't need it. Yo, we know what you are. We know what you're gonna bring.
is feuding with Moxley right now.
Right. But
so hopefully
get the belt off him.
Moxley's looking like a transition champion then.
The belt is going to MJF. We know
it is
where it's going now.
It is before the end of the year.
Which is the only reason I was okay with. Which is the reason I didn't absolutely lose my shit with Mox winning it again is because were you gonna put it on Bryan Danielson for a month before it goes away? Are you gonna put it on Hangman Adam Page and have him have another weird title run? Like you're just it's kind of like it's kind of like that veteran player in a basketball game. Right, do you want to put him in at the end of the game just because it's a blowout? Like, no, they don't want those minutes. You know, those minutes are for whatever. Sometimes you gotta look at the big picture of things. And would I rather have a lame title run or just no title run at all? I'd rather have no title run at all because I don't want my name attached to negativity.
Seriously.
Random question, real quick.
Who's
the other guy in the Best Friends? Not Trent, the other one.
Chuck Taylor.
Chucky T. Yeah, okay.
I know why.
Yeah, you already know why I'm putting him down there.
Oh nah, damn.
Little Easter egg, a little preview for what's to come later.
Damn.
Gene have a dog in there?
Huh?
Does Gene have a dog in his house or something?
He has a dog.
Yeah.
Gene's getting ripped up by a Rottweiler.
I'm hip, right?
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's he had to get up because Triple H is breaking through his house like he did Randy that time.
Oh no. Damn.
That shit was crazy.
With the sledgehammer.
What if like Triple H just went heel, like it was a double turn and he like used the sledgehammer on Randy's family?
That would have been kind of crazy. I would have been for that. I would have been for that viciousness. I'm not gonna lie. He got arrested for that promo, right?
Yeah, he gets arrested at the end.
All right. At least they kept it real because, like, if he invaded Randy's house to not get arrested,
there's a lot of stuff that happens in wrestling where it's like, well, that's assault.
Right. Yeah.
Why is that okay?
Bro, Randy fucking burning a man?
Yeah.
He burnt his house down too.
Right.
That too. Yeah. Like, he shouldn't have got away with that.
Remember Triple H broke into his crib one time.
That's what
we were just talking about that.
Oh, my bad. You know I was going. I'm black now. I mean, I'm back.
I was gonna say let's do Extreme Rules second, but I think we should still wait for Big Dave for that one. So maybe just go down the list as it is. Yeah. Sammy Guevara and Hot Water over on Andrade.
I'm sorry, you can't stand that guy.
Sammy can't keep his mouth shut, but I still think there might be a little bit of a two sides to this story.
I don't know, man.
Seb, go on. You can give us the rundown. I know you got the JD from New York rundown for us.
Yeah. Andrade basically was voicing some of his frustrations, I guess, on Twitter. And he was in a conversation with somebody else, and Sammy butted in. And then the two started going back and forth to the point where Sammy was saying, well, if you don't fucking like it here, then leave. Which is, I mean, that's understandable, I guess. Eric Bischoff actually said it best this past week. He on his podcast, he was saying the people basically going to AEW and complaining about their time in AEW, be lucky that you have a job. Because like it was like 2020 pandemic time. Vince was just cutting people left and right, and people didn't know what they were going to do for work. Now you have somewhere to wrestle and you're complaining about it. But Yeah,
But it goes
Sammy.
like this though. Like, no. Hold my fault.
Go ahead. No, you good.
But yo, it goes like, all right, yeah, I'm complaining about it because I was promised TV time. I was promised this, and I ain't got shit. It's like you're just holding me. You just bought me. So now that everything changed, I can't go back to where I want to go back to because of new management. That was old management that got rid of me, and new management wants me, and you're sitting here. You promised me this, you promised me that, and I signed you. I'm grateful, blah blah
You
blah.
signed.
But
You signed.
You
I
signed.
signed.
Guys like
I
Heaven Owens look
signed.
really good right now.
But I'm just saying, I signed to a lie, basically. Especially you got Miro signed to a lie, and then Andrade, like he got signed to a lie. He got pushed into a fucking the Matt Hardy family feud, and then you kind of kept them off TV, just like FTR. FTR was holding it down, and then they said, book us.
The FTR thing was weird.
You're right about that.
It's not weird.
They
frustrated. They are the tag team division now, especially that we ain't got Young Bucks around. It goes like, they sitting there, not getting TV time. They played their part. They did everything. They yes man everything for you, and then you keep them off TV. You got nothing for them. They got all these belts. They can talk on the mic. The fans love them, and yet they're begging to get on TV. They're not even begging to leave.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like, I think they just want to be used per se. And I think Tony did hear them out because this past week on Dynamite, he did use them in a capacity. And I think that quieted things down. But it's a double-edged sword because it's like, you want to give guys TV time, but you also, as a promoter, you don't want to overexpose them. Just like how we were just talking about Moxley, how he's there every week. I don't want to see Moxley every week. I really don't. I don't want to see guys there every episode. As long as they're being used, that's cool. Because that was the beauty of NXT in its peak. There were some guys that were there and, they're important. They play their role to the story or whatever, but you didn't see them every episode. Like, it was a rotating cast of
exactly
important people.
Yeah. I think AEW had it good and had it right. I remember a few months in and they started getting their footing. Kenny Omega. I feel like I didn't see him on every episode. And when he showed up, it felt very special. And I like that. But it's not like at the same time he didn't completely disappear. Yeah. Where I don't think it's just guys not being shown on TV right now. It's just they're not even their programs are just dissolving or being non-existent. Like Miro should be a cornerstone of that
TNT
show.
Title.
Well, I said Miro's a little different because he keeps getting other deals, doing some TV appearances or whatever, and he keeps getting injured on top.
I was about to say that. I was gonna say kind of injury prone, especially with the neck.
Is he injured prone?
It seems like it.
He's injured.
But he got injured on his way out of WWE, and then when he came to AEW, when he was the TNT champion, he kind of got hurt, and then he got hurt
injured
again
twice already.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm promoter, someone's getting hurt that much, I am
skeptical.
I'm backing off a little bit because I'm like, man, if I go fooling on this guy, is he just gonna get hurt and I have to put in an interim title now?
I hate interim. They had the interim title. I've been hearing that for the past year with AEW, women's and men's.
But yeah, back to the story, I guess. So the way it went is Andrade, basically him and Sammy were both like, all right, I'll see you on Wednesday type of energy. You enough talk online. I'll see you Wednesday.
So real.
You would think that someone, whoever in AEW, saw this and would put a pin in it before it even got worse.
They all seen it. We seen it. They seen it.
It doesn't make any sense. But come Wednesday night, apparently they both confront each other backstage. I'm hearing.
I heard reports. Andrade just duffed his shit.
Yeah,
they were told Andrade. Here's where I say there's this blame on Andrade too, where apparently Andrade told Tony that. Which is where, people rag on Tony, but Tony was under the impression there'd be no beef when they got to TV. And Andrade instead waited for Sammy in the hallway and just punched him.
Because Sammy thinks he's untouchable.
Well, I heard that Andrade threw a punch and it didn't land. And Sammy then Sammy was kind of retaliating, and then people had to like break it up, whatever.
Yeah.
And
That's not what I heard. I heard he got Draymond greened him. I heard that. Like I heard before Draymond did pull, I heard he Draymond him and Sammy tried to grab on him and shit. That's what I read. And that's what I heard.
Sammy was in the show later in the night. It didn't look like he was hurt or anything. If he got a punch in the face,
it happened early. No, it happened right before the show started. It happened early in the day. Like it happened like around
even still
5 o'clock. Nah,
someone getting punched in the face, like
you can get punched in the jaw and be all right.
It's not Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's not Mike Tyson or nothing like that.
I know, but if you get punched in the face, bro, you're gonna see something.
It's called makeup. It's called makeup.
That too.
I'm being real, like yo.
These are wrestlers. They're not gonna not wrestle because
they're not gonna just not wrestle. They're
not UFC, but they're not. Yeah, it's not like they're not tough guys.
No, but I'm being real. Like yo, multiple wrestlers said they had to break it. Like Sammy got fucking sucker punched. I was like, oh shit.
A lot of people have gotten mad about this topic over the weekend, especially other AEW wrestlers in the back.
Yeah.
Because apparently that situation broke out, and even though it should have been stopped way before that, Tony heard the situation, he assessed the situation, and he sent Andrade home, and then Sammy was in the main event that night.
Which is so fucked up because Sammy's untouchable.
Won. And
got his hand raised and laughed in the
got
camera.
A bunch of cool spots.
And
it's fucked up because that's what happened with Kingston too. Like they did more with Kingston than they did. Like Sammy. To be honest with you, Sammy's a bitch. I mean that. Like Sammy's a bitch.
He got on the wrong way.
He got on Sasha Banks, and then the whole thing with his ex-fiance and how he did it. Then he's just like
that was lame.
Like he thinks he's like this playboy and shit. Like Sammy, you a bitch, my nigga. Like straight up. Like he's the type of dude I would straight punch on the street. Like I would straight every day bully that motherfucker because he thinks he's this person and you're not, bro.
Well, it gets even worse. So apparently, what started their beef. Sammy was complaining that Andrade is too stiff. He hits me too hard.
He said, he was like this. What the fuck? He was like, Sheamus. Yeah, that's why I like Sheamus. Sheamus fucking hits you hard and he takes it back. You a bitch, Sammy, straight up. Like he wanted to say it.
What wrestler goes out and says, "Ow,
you hit too hard"? Because he's a bitch. That means because you know why? His wife be fucking him up too. Because she's an MMA fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu woman. She be beating his ass though. On dog, she be beating his ass. He's a female. Look at him. He wears lip. He's a hoe.
Right.
You're a hoe.
Listen.
You saying all right for you, a bitch. Plain and simple. He is. If you like.
Here's the thing with the stiff. There are guys who being stiff. It's just sometimes it's gonna suck to work with you, but. This is the first time I've heard of this from Andrade. The guys are stiff and are too stiff. There's millions of stories about them. Right. And it's not just them being stiff, it's them being bullies. It's like Bob Holly, Stan Hansen.
Those are different though. Those are different. Andrade is not a bully.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I agree. But
Moxley's stiff a little bit. I don't hear him complain because you know why? I disagree. A little bit.
I think he wants you to think he's stiff. I'd be watching them punches on the top rope. He's not even connected.
All right. You got that. You got that. I just realized that.
Yeah, he do punches on top rope. It's like, bro, you're not even touching this guy.
Yo, you got that. I see so like straight up. You didn't even touch him. Shit.
Every time he jumps somebody with the shield, me and that all the time. That little fucking pity pat that he
be doing. You got that. Y'all trying to give Moxley some credit.
But I mean, honestly, with this situation, I'm on the side of Gene here. Like, it seems like Sammy, maybe he had a little ego, but I don't know. Since he's been with Ty Conti, it might have been bloated. It might have been bloated a little bit.
He's super soft.
And
the other ego. What do you mean? Speaking of ego,
I am the one. Oh shit! He's cashing in his money.
We have a run-in. Seb, you got cut off on the mic. Dave's music hit.
We're talking about called me over having second I joined. I don't know where that's coming from.
We're talking about the Sammy Guevara situation.
Dave, do you think Sammy's soft?
I don't like him personally.
That's real because
Not
he's
like as
soft.
a
He can
human,
tell,
'cause
yo, you're a good judge of character.
I don't know how he is as a person because I saw something that like backstage is unhappy with Andrade, but then I also hear it feels like once a week about people having problems with Sammy. So it's like it's one of those situations they're maybe both in the wrong because yeah, Sammy could have been being a child, but at the same time, Andrade's and
Yeah, they both are wrong.
Andrade's like
No, they both in the
Right.
wrong, but AEW
Yes.
is
Yeah, they're
not
both
looking at it
wrong.
that way.
AEW did the wrong
Yeah,
thing
obviously.
and only
Yeah.
punching Andrade.
Straight up. That's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Tony
Well, at the
is.
same time, we don't know what happened backstage.
It doesn't matter though.
It
Like
doesn't
they
matter.
they both went back and forth. This ain't the first time in a month that Sammy's been with another wrestler and another wrestler's gonna kick his ass.
Right.
And the other wrestler gets in trouble and Sammy, nothing.
I-
Sammy sucks, man. I can't, yo, you know what? I got
I
something
heard-
for him in a couple of weeks.
I heard an interesting proposal on another podcast I listened to, and I want to hear what you guys think about it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about wrestlers having their Twitters like they can get in trouble for what they
Monitored?
tweet?
It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Because
Honestly,
a lot of the time, like you can only talk shit with people like you're feuding with and whatnot. Otherwise, it's just
That's dumb because they're human.
we're talking about this, and we're not talking about.
Because it's
AEW.
also one of
get
those
it.
things where if you're talking shit to somebody on Twitter that you work with, it also makes you look like a punk ass because you're doing it online when you literally work with them and you can see them. So it's like, you know, you're going to see them. Why like
Yeah.
say it in person? Keep it out of the public eye.
Because it's all about the public eye with
And
Sammy,
it's
I think.
Exactly. Because then
It's
you're putting
crazy.
the company. Because the thing is, too, is like, this is the second time he's done this at a completely inopportune
in like the
time
span of a
because
month.
Yeah, because WWE is on absolute fire, and it sounds like people are saying nothing but good things about it, and that's bad. Realistically, you know, it's bad for AEW. I don't think they're gonna die, but it is bad for them.
No,
So
they're not gonna
the
die.
last thing they need right now is more fucking personal drama when they pretty much just had to fire their champion, and it was super public.
It's
So it's
crazy. Like Sammy didn't think like in his mind once, like, oh shit, we just went through all this drama in the company. Let me not start something. And here he goes. Like that's blatant disrespect to Tony, if you ask me. Like Sammy does not care about Tony at all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
which
Thank
is
you.
where Tony needs to start putting his foot
his
down
fucking foot.
and
Yeah,
really like going
start
maybe
being a
over the
boss. I
top
said-
with punching.
yeah.
But this is his issue. He keeps picking favorites. Like there's certain people that know they can walk all over him. He wants to go out to people's weddings. Like he was invited to Sammy's wedding. He wants to go drink and like play games with them or whatever, be a
You're
friend.
not their
He wants to be
friend.
one of
You're
the
their
boys.
boss.
Yeah, he wants to be
Yeah.
one of
It's because
he's
when
not.
shit starts popping off, they try to go to his office and it's always locked because he's too busy
Yeah.
doing fucking coke.
No lie though. He kind of is taking a blueprint from McMahon because McMahon in the 80s was one of the boys drinking with him, partying with him, fighting with him. 90s, he hitched his wagon to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels will always go to Vince McMahon, complain about other wrestlers, holding other wrestlers down, and freaking making sure he had the spotlight, him and Triple H or him and Diesel. Even with Diesel, when Kevin Nash was Diesel on WWF, he got mad that Kevin Nash was getting more money than him. He was like, they used to sit there after like house shows or week shows and be like, yo, how much you get paid? How much you get paid? And he would go on the phone. So he's just copying the blueprint, but at the same time, it's like McMahon at one point was like still their boss. Like, yeah, he was cool with them and stuff like that. But I think he's copying the blueprint and it's not working out. And this, especially in this day and ever, like, nah, you can't do that. You got to be a boss.
His employees, you have to be the man in charge. Like, I don't care if you had a fantastic night out on the town with Sammy Guevara. If he does some shit, you need to reprimand him. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
Thank
You know what you did. I need you to sit at home for a few days or whatever and like really like think about it. But
sit at home or get shitted on it, like get embarrassed at. You got to get embarrassed. Like you got to eat shit at work. If you want to pick fights at work and embarrass the company, I'm gonna put you on camera and you're gonna get embarrassed. You got to take it. It's either that, you either get suspended and lose money, or get embarrassed on TV and then rework your character around that.
Tony's too.
Happen? Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say Tony's too afraid to step on certain people's toes, and then they end up leaving the company.
Yeah. What needs to happen is somebody like a Chris Jericho needs to get the robe and the gavel, and he needs to start their version of the fucking wrestler's court. That's how they say they settled shit. Whether
Chris Jericho's not
somebody-
keeping everybody in check like the Undertaker was keeping everybody in check though.
Because
Undertaker
everybody was
could do
scared of
too
the
much
Undertaker.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Undertaker
Still.
could kick most people's asses. I'm not saying Jericho's not a tough guy. He's proven
Then
he is.
Lance
but
Archer needs to do it.
There's some guys on that roster that Jericho won't be able to like.
I mean, that's probably why Moxley is in the position he's in now.
Maybe,
But
but
he seems so unproblematic because you hear how he's like so quiet and shit that like stuff would bother him, and he's just like whatever. He just doesn't
Yeah,
care.
you saw that press conference with CM
outside,
Punk.
he smokes a cigarette, he goes back inside, has the standard 15-minute match, wins, goes home.
Yeah, man. It's just you gotta get some order in that shit, yo. And the funny thing is, I bet you $100 million or how much you want to put down. Triple H and them are looking at this laughing like, I told you guys, just stay the course. Just stay the
Well, that's
course.
why
Just
I
like
said
we did in the
earlier.
90s. Just like we did in the 90s. Stay the course.
yeah, Kevin Owens looks pretty good right now. All those
yeah,
guys
you
who
did say
didn't
that.
take off,
Austin
they're
Theory
feeling
does
pretty
not.
good.
I like Austin. Yo, to be honest with you, I actually like
Theory
Austin.
losing streak.
Should we,
15-match losing streak.
Let's
Yeah, because
let's,
Triple H is punishing them for no
all right.
reason.
let's move on to WWE here
Let
real
it be.
quick.
Let it be. Who knows
This
what
is
they got going on?
This is gonna take a few. This part won't take long. This is pretty funny. Jimmy Smith's comments. So he was fired.
Yeah. Okay. So
he was like quiet.
It was the most UFC MMA dude fucking comment ever. And I was like,
What happened?
you're so fucking
So,
lame for it.
Jimmy
Oh, it was
Smith
He
taken out
says
of
it was
context?
taken out of context.
Okay.
He posted a video on Twitter to clarify. I did not watch the whole video because I was like, I don't have to listen to his voice anymore, so like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, he's boring.
Yeah.
Jimmy Smith got fired from commentary, but he kind of found out the day before because basically they were putting a schedule out for like touring dates or whatever, and then he saw that he wasn't on it. He was like, "Oh, that's weird. I usually do like that day. I must be getting fired or something." Then he got fired. So
That's the worst feeling.
this dude goes on Sirius XM.
I'll be right back, guys. Continue.
On an MMA podcast, and he comments about WWE, and Jimmy Smith says, and I quote, "Roman Reigns can't fight. He looks like
I saw you post that.
He looks like he can fight. He's just a big muscular dude. WWE is all about visuals." If that don't sound like a salty ass comment, I don't know what does.
If that don't sound like a comment y'all be saying to me every week,
Yeah.
yo, no lie. When I read that, when you posted it in the chat, I read it, and now when I'm looking at these Roman matches, I'm like, yo, this dude's kind of right. Like Roman really don't got moves. He's just big.
He's just, but I mean, he's good at what he's going.
WrestleMania 34 ending. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't tell me that motherfucker isn't tough.
No, we ain't saying he ain't tough. We say like he can't, like he ain't like, him and John Cena can't wrestle. John Cena he's good on the mic. He makes you believe. Roman, he's good on the mic. They hate like his swag is so fucking like his charisma is awesome. So it's like, yeah, I like Roman. I love what he's doing with his group. You know what I'm saying? But yo, look at him like, damn, yo, he's kind of right. He really don't got no moves like that. Like, it's kind of stiff.
But it's just interesting that Jimmy Smith has that to say now, and he wouldn't say that while he was on the payroll.
I feel like it's one of those things where it was a stupid comment and it was sort of taken out of context.
It was a stupid comment by creative that's not good no more. Oh man, but yo, it's like a bitter old girlfriend that got dumped.
Seriously,
yeah, like dude,
that's why you snore when you sleep.
Your words.
Bitch, I don't snore.
You gotta watch your fucking words. You're lucky they even gave you a job in the first place. Go back to the fucking MMA minor leagues, you loser.
Yeah.
Yo, he does suck though. He's boring as fuck. Like Raw was boring. It was just when Triple H took over, it got excitement because of what was going on. But yo, that commentary was boring. I ain't like Brian Saxton. He was too much of an 11, 10-year-old.
He's always.
I never sound yo. Let's be real here. None of us. I know I shouldn't sound like that when I was like 10, 11 years old, 13 years old. I don't know why the fuck a grown man's trying to sound like a little kid for every time.
Yeah.
Like the way he acts and looks and talks, I'm like, dude, what are you, 12?
And then like bullied by Corey just was it stopped being funny. Like when I started watching, it was still obviously it had already started because it went on for like I don't know, like
3 years,
fucking 14 years. But like I got over it so fast. At no point did I think it was funny.
It was like funny in like the first month.
They tried to recreate the Paul Heyman and
Taz. Oh, Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman and anybody. realistically on commentary. He used to just bully the shit out of him.
And you want to hear something funny though? Yeah, that's true. You want to hear something funny though? I feel like Corey Graves is always trying to be like, how should I say, like he's supposed to be like a old not Jim Ross, an old Jerry the King Lawler and fucking Bobby the Brain Heenan on the mic. Like, no, you're not dumb. Like, you're I don't like him either. I'm being real. I'm not a big fan of Corey Graves.
It's funny you mentioned that. Remember when I told you before we started filming this, I said I'm gonna have something that I agree with you on.
Yeah.
It's the Corey Graves thing.
Yeah, he sucks.
This week, I'm not gonna get into full detail about Extreme Rules yet because we're gonna review it. But when I was watching that match,
yup.
I
know what you mean because it got me too. I'm like, this guy.
I was like, yo, this commentary sucks. And then Raw came on last night, and then him and his dynamic with Kevin Patrick, I was like, this is not it. This is terrible. Like, it literally, I felt like the energy of the show was being like sucked out.
It's all luckily the performance and what was going on, it made Raw because everybody loved Raw. Nobody, to be real, Corey Graves, he was bland and boring when he was a wrestler, and like just because he fucked up his neck and shit, they gave him the commentary role. I was like, no, like he could be a backstage role and try to help wrestlers develop their characters or something because his character sucked anyways. But he sucks on commentary. He's boring. He's not funny.
I just think he needs the right partner. That's the thing, because like when he was with Morrow, that shit was great.
That was straight. That was straight. But they're not gonna. McAfee and Cole are the best thing that they had.
Oh, that's the other thing too. So the other thing that made me think about Corey Graves this weekend as I was watching, I'm just like, wow. Now that he's with Michael, it sounds like Michael's getting worse.
Michael hates him. You could tell Michael don't like Corey.
And it's crazy because I know it's not Michael now because he was with what's his face? You know what I'm talking about. You just mentioned
McAfee.
Yeah, he was with Pat McAfee, and it like rejuvenated his career. And as soon as Pat is gone and he's paired up with Corey, I'm like,
he went right back.
Well, Pat's coming back.
Yeah, he is.
After college football season, pretty much like towards the end of the season, college game day, he's coming back. But no lie though, Michael Cole going back to his commentary and going back to Extreme Rules. There was a couple of moments where Michael Cole was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about, Cole. That was good. That was good. Especially during the Rey Mysterio match. And at the end, that was some classic shit he said. His emotion and everything with that, that was good. That was
Cole
good.
Had the emotion, but Corey Graves, just like, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to see it now.
Hold on. We said Cole sucked for years before Corey Graves even.
No. I know. But
so it's not Corey Graves' fault if Cole's bad. Like Morrow worked with a guy who was literally bullying the fuck out of him and still balled out.
But Michael Cole with McAfee, he was way better. With Taz, he was good. Remember SmackDown back in the day with Michael Cole and Taz? That was good.
That was
Corey Graves is a
Gene, that came to mind too. Taz is the second person who came to mind for me.
The thing that I was telling Gene is I agree with him now on the Corey Graves thing because Corey Graves was really good in NXT before they called him up, but I think he got over the years
too much McMahon in his ear.
Being exposed, he had too much McMahon in his ear, and now he's super formulaic. Like I was saying last night when I was watching Raw, and even some of Extreme Rules, I'm just like, wow, Corey is just not doing it for me. Like he's kind of sucking the energy out of this.
He looks like
there's a two-man booth. He's getting exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
He gotta stop fucking forcing the anime quotes.
Who?
Corey
Graves.
Is he?
All the time.
I don't listen.
There's a bunch of times. I forget which one was
I don't watch wrestling.
He said something about like One Man Punch a couple of weeks ago, and it was just stupid.
One Punch Man.
I was like, One Punch Man, my fault.
I was like, yo, Morrow with the references.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
He's trying to imitate Morrow. That's crazy.
Yo, I don't know. Corey Graves looked like a recovering. Yeah, he was yo. No bullshit, yo. Tell me he don't look like Ace Ventura, but a recovering crackhead addict, though.
Oh no,
he does. He does. That's what every time I see him, I'm like, yo, you like a recovering crackhead, bro. You like Ace Ventura, but the crackhead version, the great value version. Like he's not doing it for me. He's not doing. Bring back Pat, please. Bring back Pat and
Hotline bling from
Tyler.
Honestly,
honestly, they can keep Corey and Kevin Patrick for now, but when Pat's back, I need Kevin out of there.
Yes.
Put Pat McAfee with Corey. Maybe I don't know how that dynamic.
No. Because they're both.
He might.
No, but they're both the same. They're both like the same. I need
Vic Joseph.
Yeah.
But
Good.
Hold
then
on.
who are you gonna put in NXT?
I don't know, some fucking bum. It's NXT. Who gives a shit?
Damn. Well,
Respectfully to
they're trying to
NXT.
save that brand now. It's
Well, yeah, but the
Ocho's
commentator, they need good commentators. Because the problem with Kevin Patrick is like, he's been an interviewer for so long, and then
Yeah.
you just throw him
It's like when they put
as the
Renee on.
lead role. Yeah, well, Renee's different though, because she wasn't like the lead role. I think if you're like the color commentator or whatever, or the analyst, whichever one
Yeah.
that she became, that's different because you're not always talking. It's another thing when you're the one that's always talking.
I thought she did her role well.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
When Gene
yeah.
gets back, let's say we finish the pod. Let's just see what his reaction is. But we can move on to
Let's we'll
to
move on
Extreme
to
Rules.
So we all pretend to
move
be
on to Extreme
frozen.
Rules.
Wait, we should just talk. Oh fuck, we should just start talking about the main event.
on the
Yeah.
Oh, he's
All
back.
right, I'm black, yo. I mean, I'm back. I'm back.
So everybody, final thoughts on Extreme Rules before we move on to Gene's body.
I thought it was pretty good.
Good, yeah, Dave. I think we're out of time.
I'll give it a solid
Gene,
3.
Gene, you missed it. A lot of good points just now, but
What the fuck I just missed? I was
You're
gone for 20 seconds.
Gene, you've been gone for an hour.
Yo,
The podcast
I was just
is
sitting
over.
here. in my head thinking, like,
rabbit.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, what the fuck? What y'all mean
It's the
before we move on? We didn't even get
fiend.
started on Extreme Rules, man.
No.
No, we were
Let-
trying to mess
let-
with you.
It's
Let's
Sister
really-
Abigail.
Let's really talk. Let's really talk about it.
Extreme Rules. All right. Let me
First of
pull
all, I
up
have a really
my-
hot take.
Go ahead.
A spicy hot take.
If
and
you
I
diss
feel like
Bray Wyatt once,
it's
I
not about
swear
Bray
to
Wyatt.
God.
It's not
All
about
right, good,
Yeah.
good.
Bray
Uh,
Wyatt.
You tell him,
is-
Dave. Tell him. You tell him, Dave.
Bray Wyatt. I feel the same way about Bray Wyatt that I do about fucking who's the guy on 49ers? Trey Lance. I just can't judge anything just yet because we
Yeah.
haven't seen anything still. Listen, that Finn Edge match.
Whack.
Arguably my match of the year.
Oh,
I thought it was really good too.
Nothing.
oh,
No
oh.
match has made me
You
feel the
got
way
me.
that
You
match.
got me.
No match
God.
has made me feel the way that match made me feel. That was the best storytelling all year.
That match, I told you, yo, right before we recorded, I said, yo, that match was good.
Y'all
I know
gonna
one
hate-
Gabe. I know when Gabe really means something when he's talking about like wrestling or like whatever because he texts me
I did text. Yeah, I texted.
and he
you that
texted
one.
me. He goes, "Yo, I was glued to the TV."
I was,
Must
bro.
be
I was
nice.
like
Yeah.
doing shit. I was doing stuff in the background. I was doing laundry. I was cooking. I found myself sat down right in front of the TV. during
Hold
that
on,
whole
hold on.
match.
What the fuck was you cooking?
Chicken.
All right, me too.
cooking that
Yeah,
blue.
we be in the gym. We gotta get our protein on.
You already know.
Gene, just be prepared. I'm gonna take your position this week and be the most hated man of the weekend.
Most hated, yo. First of all, I feel like I'm most lovable. The ladies be telling me my voice sound cute and shit. I be like, yo, I feel like I'm likable.
We might as well start
Your
with
voice
that
does sound
because,
cute.
Man,
I think it sounds cute too.
we might as well start with that match because I'm opposing all three of y'all.
What?
I hated that match except for the ending.
All right.
Why?
I'll
We
give
normally
you-
don't
I'll-
feel this differently about
I'll give you that.
shit.
Here's
Go
here's
on,
the
Seb.
problem. Here's the
Hold
problem.
on, Seb. Yo, my fault, Seb. But Seb was kind of pissed off before that match started during the intro. That's how I knew Seb wasn't gonna like this match. I was
What are
like,
you talking about?
he was like, yo, he said, yo, that intro's ass. Like, they gave him fucking corny music and it came
Bruh.
up that stupid match.
I didn't even know
I
who
was
the
like,
fuck
yeah.
it. I didn't even know who the fuck it was. I haven't
I
watched
knew who it
wrestling in that-
was.
I haven't watched.
I knew
No,
it
I
was.
don't think it was
forever.
that match that I was talking about.
This is
I
how
thought you
know
said
that
they gave
wrestling
Finn
is
like some
subjective.
booty ass music.
Oh yeah, you're
I don't think it was
Yeah.
that.
Theme
I don't
song.
think it was that bad.
They
It was
changed-
whack.
I
Nah.
think you may have a little bit like you really liked his last one, so you hate. That they
No,
changed it,
bro,
which sways your
The
opinion a
people
little
who
bit.
make the songs now are terrible.
I think.
Yes.
I think
There's no
95%.
identity whatsoever.
90% of the time when a wrestler changes his theme, the new theme is not
when
as
they
good as the old.
when they
theme.
have a good one. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
No,
Romans.
Yeah,
Romans
Romans
is
is
95% of the
Awesome.
time.
that's also
You did say
different because
95.
you know with Roman because he was on because he had his old theme up until after
He came back from from
it
the.
was
But I
it was
still
the
miss the old
SmackDown
theme.
I
that he
missed the
faced
old
Daniel
thing.
Bryan. Wait, have you
It
have
hit.
you ever noticed if you're listening to his
It's in
theme,
it. It's in it.
It's in there. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a
Yeah.
weird 3-second span towards like after
Yeah.
Because
like
it
a few
resets. The
minutes
song
where-
resets.
Yeah.
But
I
the
don't know why they put
beginning,
it in there. It's so
it
weird.
hits the booze synchronized with the damn it, boo. Like it
Yeah,
just
facts.
goes perfectly together.
Yeah.
Yo,
So if you're gonna
Roman's
make-
song
yeah.
be smacked. As soon as it starts off,
He did
I'm
need
like,
his own
oh, he's
identity
out.
though,
He's
because it was
out.
just the Shield theme.
It grew on me though. The new, it grew
I
on
do
me.
New
like the
theme
new
is a
theme,
top
too.
3 theme in wrestling for me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yo, that shit go hard. Yo, I'll be
It's
like,
on my
yeah.
it's on my gym playlist. I'm just
Mine
gonna be
too.
honest.
I ain't
Couple
gonna lie.
travel. You
Yo,
guys think you're
I
the
told-
travel
yo,
chief out there?
Yo, Gabe, remember
I'll
I
give it a
said
shot
sometimes
tonight. I'm
Yo,
going to the gym
sometimes I
tonight. I'm
walk
gonna give
in
it a
when
shot.
when I had the headphones on. Sometimes I walk in like a Roman, and I got like, yo, I got
No
the crew with
bullshit.
me.
You're talking to the
do.
guy. You're talking to the guy who will walk at 3.5 speed on the 4.5 speed on the treadmill with Stone Cold's theme playing.
Oh,
Yo, you did.
Like-
Yo, you be all sending it to. You be like, yo, look, this is what I'm listening to. I'm like, oh
Like
shit.
I'm walking down the WrestleMania 19 ramp.
Oh, the one that curves.
but
He's ready to
It's
fuck
like
something
the
up.
front desk staff at the gym. Like I'll walk in and I'm listening to Roman's theme song.
They
They're like
acknowledge me.
every time he takes like 3 steps in, he stops, he looks to his left and his right, and then he walks. Like, what is this
bro,
kid
when
doing?
I watched Extreme Rules, when he came out, I said, damn, his entrance is gonna be long. Let me make a sandwich real quick. I made the sandwich. I came back upstairs. I shit you not, he was still at the top of the ramp.
I'm about to get
That's my
fucking
guy.
He
exposed.
can do what he wants.
I'm about to get fucking exposed.
Why?
Are we talking about?
I like
entrance?
skimmed through some of the matches on Extreme Rules. Roman was on Extreme Rules.
No.
Oh, actually,
No.
sorry. No, not
You're
Extreme
talking
Rules.
about
Raw.
Raw.
You mean
Yeah,
Raw?
Raw, yeah.
Roman was on Raw.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
the
on
whole
Raw.
they
crew.
opened
The whole
it.
crew. I got to see it
They
though. I heard it
opened
was
Raw.
really
Oh,
good.
because Survivor Series is coming up.
Yeah.
No, not that though. Crown Jewel first is coming up.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crown
Crown
Jewel.
Jewel.
And I guess it was season premiere week. It was season
It
premiere
was
for
season
Raw.
premiere.
That don't mean nothing. Nah,
What do you mean?
What you mean don't mean nothing? It's new
Why do you
season,
think
brother.
they went? Why do you
No,
think
no,
they
no,
went
no.
off last?
Okay.
Or why do you think they
First
went
of all-
off yesterday?
No.
Trying to make a
First of
big
all,
deal
before
out
I
of
get
it.
to my
Yeah, you got let's
my Extreme Rules thing before. What I have to say about that is they started this season premiere thing like 2 years ago, and they've done
3.
nothing with it. So I was
You
thinking,
just wanted them to have a new set.
I was thinking, Triple H is here. Maybe he's gonna give me a feel to. It's the season premiere. It's something new. Blah blah blah. There was really nothing. There was really nothing at all.
Here's my thing. The new set. It's too soon since they got that set for them to
get
switch
rid of it.
whether
That
people
set
like
is
it or
just
not.
a big screen. There is no set.
Yeah, they
It's
probably paid a
digital.
lot of it. I don't hate that screen. First of all,
We're in a
It's
digital
too
era.
lazy.
here's my thing. I don't think it's too lazy for your weekly show. When they did it at Mania 35, where the entire thing was a massive screen, that's fucking lazy.
That's stupid.
But your weekly show, I don't mind it. Because I feel like the graphics and shit probably look cool when you're like in person.
You know what's lazy though? At least they give you that. Now, like with these pay-per-views, they don't even have fucking ramps and nothing like that. It look like a house show. They just come out of it look like old school
Come out of the
19
wall,
late
yeah.
80s freaking. They just come out of the wall because they're trying to max out
Yeah.
the people. It's like making his way down. Like I'm expecting Howard Finger to be like making his way down the aisle from so and so. The $1 Million Man. Like, oh shit, yo.
The
Yo,
big
that's
screen,
that's the whole
though.
thing.
The big screen has been an advantage in some points because with it being the whole screen, you can almost it's almost like each person can have their own sort of stage for their entrance. Because Apollo Crews, when he was like the Nigerian prince,
That shit was dope how he came out.
Sick.
Yeah.
Because he had
He was like
the
inside
steps.
that, like the
It
he was like inside a
awesome.
mansion.
Like something like
Yeah.
that works.
Some
The
of that
ones
stuff
where it's
works.
just like some graphics and then the names, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I hate like Brock Lesnar's. It's just his name and like some weird graphic.
What
Yeah,
you
they've
talking
gone
about? It's a
less
skull.
creative. They've gone
Yo,
less creative.
don't you
We're not
fucking
even.
hate on Brock Lesnar's graphic theme?
Nonetheless,
My man will give you an F5 now. He's you know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's nothing compared to what it was
Yeah,
20
facts.
years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody got the fucking. Everybody had like a minute 30 Titantron of like different clips. and
Right.
shit.
The
Didn't matter if
Titantron
you're
is
the
sick,
worst guy
yeah.
on the card, you were getting like a nice. And now it's like you guys said, it's just like
This is
a meme.
lazy as
It's
hell.
like, yeah, it is.
Or
It
like
is
a quick
lazy.
graphic. It's so
That's the type
lazy.
of shit. That's the type of stuff though that like you never know they could be bringing that back.
They
but at the
could.
same time, like they have how many people on their roster? They're obviously going to wait until everybody has theirs.
I'm just saying, hey, season premiere, you know, you want to start the season off. They're touting it as this big thing, the season premiere of Raw. Like
DX is gonna be there.
Like,
you can
okay.
boo. All right.
All right,
Seb,
but anyways,
you need to talk about your very
yes.
wrong opinion of. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So listen, I'm gonna sound like a villain tonight. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Join the dark side.
Despite
Stop trying to hide it. You're not a villain. You're just a hater.
Despite one feud, I will give him, and that's the one with Roman. This Edge return is whack. It's weak.
The Randy one. Randy was good until he got.
Hold on, let him
finish.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Because I want to interject at the end. Go ahead.
The reason being is because, well, this one he can't really fight. It's age. I don't think he wrestles at the same capacity that he used to.
No.
And like I said, he can't really help that.
You're right.
A lot of the matches are fucking just lethargic, and I feel like they're a little bit too thought out, way too thought out than they need to be.
Yes.
Overproduced. The first match that came to mind that he had when he came back was him and Roman. Me and Gabe, some people like that match. Me and Gabe were watching that live. We said,
was that did we want
that was Money in the Bank. That was Money in the Bank 2021.
Yeah. Because he was mad that it ended up being a triple threat. And he was like, what the fuck? I won the Royal Rumble. Like
Seb, I agree with everything you just said, except I literally thought to myself during that match, I was thinking about Edge's return, and I was saying it's an okay return. I don't think it was bad. I think he had he had the best match on WrestleMania last year. I know it was a triple threat, and it's hard to have a bad match with Roman and Daniel Bryan, but he had that, and he's had some really good promos and some cool moments. The Royal Rumble. But
him versus Damian Priest was a good match.
You're completely right.
With Randy was a good feud.
He's right though.
The Mania match flopped, but
everything's too thought out. But
yeah,
this match worked for that, and I think it worked around Edge's weaknesses.
Hold on.
All story driven.
That's where I gotta disagree, because this match, I felt like, I don't even know how long it was, but the first 10, 15 minutes, whatever the case, slow as hell.
Which I didn't watch.
I'll give you that.
Exactly.
I was doing laundry while that was going on.
See, I can't say. Listen, the whole
I came back in. It was
good.
lit.
I wasn't sucked in. They had me asleep by the time they started getting going.
The problem is though,
when Ray came out, that's when it got going.
Yeah, exactly.
Seb, I did fall asleep. I fell asleep the first 5 minutes. It was football Sunday.
Exactly.
I ended up watching it Sunday. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of bad. It started off super slow, but I woke up with within 5 minutes of I fell asleep for 3 minutes. But I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Bro.
Yo. The only thing.
Hold
on. The only thing, that's why. And they kept saying I quit. Ask him in the first 3 minutes, and they had 20,000 submissions. I was like, yo, come on, man.
That's
nobody's tapping out.
Match. Yeah, nobody's gonna tap out in the first.
But listen.
Minutes, so there's no anticipation for that.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm gonna agree with you on was the age. Yeah, the age caught up to him. This and that. He's in great shape. He cuts great promos when he came back. He's like Gabe said. I'm so-so with him. I'm a little so-so with him. But so-so on the return. But he had a good feud with Randy Orton, even though nobody liked the greatest match ever. I thought it was straight.
That was gonna be my point, Sebastian. How you can say it was a bad return? He was in the greatest match of all time.
Oh no, stop it.
First of all,
that's
a completely ridiculous. Yeah, completely ridiculous punchline. That was really good.
That was a good match.
The build to their Mania match was really good. He had the feud with Seth.
I love
3 unbelievable matches. And that Hell in a Cell match was part of the reason.
That's the one great feud.
You said you started with Roman.
But the Randy match was good. The Randy feud was good.
I might have said Roman on action.
He has 3 good
Seth.
feuds, and not in every wrestler is going to have their duds. Realistically,
you're a real villain right now. You're a villain.
He's been back for about 2.5 years, but he was also hurt for a long portion of that. So that's half his feuds are really good, probably.
I'm not saying he came back and fucking had
banger after banger after banger.
It wasn't Daniel Bryan. I don't know who's the guy who came back and just murdered it. I don't know.
Daniel Bryan. Brian Danielson.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as Bryan's return.
Yeah,
but it wasn't ass either. He had the Royal Rumble. He had the all right. So it starts with the return at Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah,
Ooh, classic.
The Rumble.
A,
Let's
a
be
great
honest, bro.
wrestling's
Really
about
go through this
moments.
whole
Wrestling's
comeback.
about moments, and he's had a ton of them in the past couple of years.
Has he? Let's be honest, bro.
So the return at Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
coming
we
in
just gave
first
you
at Royal
points.
Rumble, he had one of the best matches during the Thunderdome era that we're always going
Yup.
to remember.
Which one?
The greatest match of all time.
Of all time.
Whatever the hell it was called.
Okay.
It was
The
a
match
really
was
good
good.
match. It was
It
a
was a good
really
match.
good
It was
match.
really good.
No lie
Look
though,
at that.
even that WrestleMania match where it was like fucking, they fought everywhere. Some
Yeah.
people
Main
thought it
event
was
of
some people
WrestleMania.
thought it was just too long, but I thought that shit was good.
Main event
The
of
only
WrestleMania.
problem I had
Main
with
that
event
was a
of
good
that it
match.
was too
Yeah, that's-
long.
Yeah, that was a good match.
That's-
Yeah,
That's
maybe
feud.
like you said.
That's
maybe very-
5 in 2. How many wrestlers have, like, let me bring up a random fucking, I don't know, Bobby Roode, Elias. Like, most wrestlers don't even have one moment in 10 years or
Yeah.
in 5 years, and Edge has had like 5 and 2.
But Seb's gonna say
Like
because he
five,
was
you
a
just
Hall
named
of Famer.
3.
No, well, I'm counting Seth feud. I said the greatest match of
Yeah.
all time.
Okay.
I said the Royal Rumble return, the Royal Rumble win, and then the WrestleMania main event.
You're putting the win and the return?
Well, they're 2
Oh,
different
wait,
Royal
yeah,
Rumble.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. He
Yeah.
did.
That's what I'm saying.
And then if
Yeah,
you also
yeah.
want to count
wanna
it, it's
put
not really,
AJ?
it's, if
He had an okay, decent feud with AJ.
the
He
match
fucking put he gave
the
him a
match
good
was
chance,
good, but it
That was
sort
a
of
dud.
flopped
Yeah,
though,
the
because
match
that
was a
was the
dud.
match.
The
That
match
was like
was a
the
dud.
Shinsuke match with AJ, where
The
it
match
was what
was a
everybody
dud.
wanted, and they gave it to us, and the match just wasn't that good.
The match was
Him,
whack.
him
Yeah.
fighting Damian Priest was good.
He
Those
also
are some
had,
good
if
matches.
you want to
see it.
count it,
Don't
Remember
watch
that,
Raw.
bro.
if
I
you
don't
want
watch
to count
Raw.
it, the first pay per view with the full crowd, Money in the Bank, he
I
main
am,
evented
bro.
that. But you could also kind of count that as like the Roman feud.
Yeah, but
You know what? Let me hold on. You know what?
Don't
This
forget
feels
about
so
the
good.
Miz and
Yo, hold on, hold
Maurice
on.
feud.
Stop
Hold on.
it.
This feels so good
Stop
being on this side.
That's
Jumping
the worst
somebody,
one
yo.
of the
The
whole
grid color.
return.
This feels good jumping Seb, man. I'm
You like the
used to
num-
getting jumped.
you
I'm
like
used
the-
to getting jumped.
Yeah, wait
Gene,
for
you
your
like the
body
numbers
slam
game?
take of the week.
You like the
Oh,
numbers
this is
game,
my
Gene?
body slam take.
Love-
Edge return is weak.
Okay.
Ooh,
But the match-
that was
It's
good.
okay.
He hasn't
I don't
cranked
think
out that many
Can we talk about
crazy
the match
matches.
though? Can we talk about
Let's
the
talk
match?
about the match. Let's talk about it.
Listen,
So the
Gene-
reason why I say that this match is kind of, I mean, nothing really happened. Nothing, like, they stayed in the ring, did a bunch of holds. They're getting asked, I quit like every 3 seconds. Then they
So
go
it's a
outside.
no for you, dog. It's a no for you, dog.
Hold on. Then they go outside in the arena. They didn't really do anything there either. Edge just puts him on the pre-show table, punches him a little bit,
And they go back.
Finn goes at him. He jumps and gets hit at the top of the stairs, and then they go back into the ring, do more slow shit, and then we finally get cooking when Judgment Day comes and interrupts and does all that stuff, which was like the last 10 minutes of the match.
No,
Awesome.
it was like they were there for like 15 to 20 minutes, I feel, because you had Ray come out. So here's why it was cool. He finally fucks Dominic up. And then Ray comes out and Dominic fucks Ray up. And it's like, what the hell?
Yo,
That's
that
where
shit
Cole,
fucking pissed me
and
off.
Cole showed out. Cole called it really
Yo,
well.
son of a bitch.
And
You
then,
sons of bitches.
you know, a bunch of shit's happening. He gets handcuffed. It's fucking Passion of the Christ out there. And
Yup.
then fucking
Yeah.
his wife comes and saves him. And you know what's
Oh
coming.
man,
You know
That
what's
was
that's what I
great.
told you. Rhea
And the
is
ending.
money.
The
ending
ending
was-
they stuck
bro.
the landing.
All the last half of that match is fantastic, but that's what I'm saying to you guys. What we really love was the last portion of the match.
That's
All
what
right,
made
well,
the match.
okay, but here's the thing.
Majority of the match was whack.
No, not
What's it- wait.
majority.
You
No, I
me
give
what-
him that.
not
I give him
majority.
that.
I think-
I kind of.
No. Half
At least
the
the
match.
first,
No,
the first 12
listen.
minutes sucked.
Listen,
I
The
want
match was like a half hour.
I want to hear
First
from
12
Dave.
minutes kind of was boring.
Seb, what's your favorite match this year?
My favorite match this year?
Damn, that's hard, man. How you gonna put him on
First really good match that you can remember from this
I
year,
can
just off the top of
remember?
your head. Yeah, just off the top of your head. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be specific. It's just
Yeah, I'm trying
He's
to
gonna say
think.
Pat McAfee versus Theory.
No, but that was a good
Pat
moment.
McAfee versus Vince.
That was a good moment. Was
that was
was
That's the worst match of the year.
Punkin MJF wasn't this year.
It
That
might
wasn't?
no. That's last year. That's
That
in
was
the
it
last
was.
year.
No, it was. It was Revolution.
Oh
That
yeah, it
was-
was.
Hey,
It was. It was. Yeah, it was February.
We'll say this now. This is different because it's like it's a stipulation match, so it is a little bit different. So
So
say
it wasn't an MJF match.
say that match was 20 minutes. No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I guess this was a stipulation. Anyways, let me just make my point. Let me just make my point. Fuck. Now I sound like an idiot. Doesn't matter. So say that match, the Punk MJF match, was 25 minutes. Tell me what happened from minutes 6 to 12.
This is fresh, though. This is fresh.
Middle of the match.
This match is fresh on his mind, though.
No, I know, but still, like. Every wrestling match, there's going to be a big portion of it where you're not going to remember what happened.
Came out and gave MJF the ring.
That was the end.
Yeah,
that was the end.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
What about the DDT with the collar?
Tried to give MJF the ring.
Would you rather
Would
you rather a great match with a shitty ending, or a match where the beginning's whatever, but they stick the ending hard? Because
I love this. Whoa,
Asuka versus Charlotte was a great match at WrestleMania 34, but it left a real sour taste in my mouth because Charlotte won. Where this was whatever at the start, and then when everybody started running out, which I do think was more than half the match. I'm not saying it was like the entire match, but I think it was more than half the match. All those motherfuckers were out there doing whatever.
Because it's the feud, you have to.
I'd rather that than
if you spread out
that ending was stupid.
If you have an unbelievable like 6-7 minutes of the match, like they did, then it's the finish. That's way better than spreading that out throughout 20 minutes, because then it's just gonna feel like a good match. The finish is the main thing.
You should have.
Because when you get those great like 5-star matches is when they spread it out nice, but it's also just like really good throughout the whole thing.
Y'all not excited to see where the storyline goes?
Hell yeah, I'm kind of
just got murdered in front of him.
No.
We're gonna get Rhea versus.
No, but
Beth,
Seb's saying no. Seb's not saying that the storyline sucks.
I like
he's
the storyline.
interested. He said the ending's good. He just said the beginning, the majority of the match wasn't as we're saying it is. He's saying it was just average.
Even one of my favorite podcasters on YouTube was also saying it was like
average,
crazy. No, he was saying it was a crazy banger match. I'm just like,
it's a personal favorite. Wrestling.
To be honest with you, it's not better than the opening match. It's not better than the opening match. It wasn't better than the opening match.
Was that the Gunther match?
Yep. It definitely wasn't better than the opening match.
It wasn't better.
They
beat the shit out of each other. They beat the shit out of each other through the whole arena right away.
No. Not work rate, storytelling, yes.
What are you talking about?
What's the story? What's the story of Gunther and Sheamus? Oh, they fuck each other up.
Yeah, that's the story.
They give that's the main story. Sometimes when you get two motherfuckers that love to fight,
the same as
and the rest of the crew gets in it too.
No. I will say the Dominic, Edge and Ray story is definitely
sprinkling ass whoopings.
Is definitely better than the Gunther and Sheamus story, but that match was leaps and bounds better than the Edge one.
It was decent balance. It was decent. Match of the night. All right.
That was my match of the night, though.
I know what my match of the night.
All right. I can give you that.
I'm not gonna argue.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll give you that. I could just because of the ending. The whole last 15 minutes of that match. Yeah, I'll give you that. Because I was like, yo, this shit's fucked up. We can
move on though. There was other good matches on this card.
Hold on.
Anything you want to discuss?
Hold on. You just went. You gave what you thought of it. Seb gave his. Dave, what do you think of it? What you thought of Extreme Rules?
You caught me at a bad time.
All right, well I'm going. All right, you keep eating. I'm going. I'd give it a solid 3. You know what I'm saying?
Out of
5.
The whole pay-per-view?
Yeah,
that's fair.
I can't give. I thought. No. I'm being serious. You all you need, because it wasn't that many matches. All you need is a solid 2.5 matches to be like, yo, that shit was really good. Because it was only 6 matches.
There was only 6 matches.
Something like that. Yeah, it was like 6 matches. Opening off the rip, let you know this is gonna be good. I ain't gonna front. The Liv Morgan's match. That match was straight. I love how it ended.
The match is so ready,
bro.
I love how it ended.
Didn't watch it.
I love how it ended too. I'll agree with that. Thank God Liv is not champ anymore, but Ronda's not really a great.
No, but I know what they're doing. She sprinkled the seeds already of what's gonna happen. She's gonna start her own 4-women's. I'm telling you, she's gonna start her own crew of the original 4-woman horsemen with her, Shayna Baszler, and then they're gonna get another. I think they're gonna get
the other.
No, they were the original ones.
No, Marina Shafir is one of them, and she's in AEW.
She's in AEW.
Yeah. I'm just saying you can always substitute somebody. You ever saw the 4 Horsemen? They had like 19 different subs in.
He's right. That's true.
So I'm just being real right now. freaking, yo, she's gonna have a little crew, and when Charlotte and Becky and all of them come back, this is the big feud. This is gonna be the big woman feud. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. They already sprinkled the seeds and stuff like that.
But I mean, I feel like it's a little bit too late for that. They should have did that when the hype was.
No, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's just shit happens. Like people got hurt, people quit, people walked out, people had babies. So you know what I'm saying? That's not too late. Trust me, this is wrestling. People, we're retarded. My fault. We can't say the R word nowadays. People are soft. We're kind of, I don't give a fuck. We're kind of retarded. So you bring that feud back, we're gonna eat it up like government cheese, man. Trust me. I'm telling you. One of my body slam takes of the week matches on here, so I'm gonna skip that one because that match was totally whack. I thought the main event was straight for what it was.
I thought the main event was straight.
I love that's my match of the night.
That's your match of the
really good. It was really good.
It was really good, but
that
senton.
Yeah, the senton was awesome. The senton was awesome. Him copying Anthony Pettis jumping off the cage and kicking him. It was early as shit in the match, but I was like, all right, I like it.
What I want to say too, but before, sorry to cut you off.
No, you good, bro.
I need people to know this. Fight Pit is better than the steel cage.
Facts.
It does everything that they say the steel cage is gonna do.
With no ropes.
That like it actually does its job because there's no ropes. The cage is like surrounding the whole ring, and then there's a layer of more cage on top of that cage, so you really can't escape it.
I think the layer, the top layer is stupid. Yeah, they have to change it.
Because one is like one's kind of like an MMA fight, and then one of them is a wrestling match.
Yeah,
so that they're like then that is a very important distinction, obviously.
I mean, it's only an MMA match if you make an MMA match. You can still have a great wrestling match.
Sure, you could just make that the steel cage.
Yeah, seriously.
But then if you do that, then like what if they call this a steel cage match? It's less like
if I'm WWE
about it than like fight
low
pit.
Key, I'm replacing the steel cage with the fight pit.
Nah, you're gonna kill the fight pit, like you said, the mystique of it.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You give the mystique back that it used to have before they started randomly doing.
Just get the Lion Dens match back. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? That's basically what it is.
What was up with Cormier? What was up with Daniel Cormier with the like
in the beginning?
like he wouldn't start the count for Riddle or something. Did you guys know that?
No, because you didn't see what he said. He like, yo, I guess Riddle pushed him or some shit to get to Seth a little bit more.
Yeah.
And he was like, because he did it to Seb too when Seb did it. He said, don't put your hands on me. You're not fighting me. You're fighting him. I thought that was stupid.
I was in the match. My fault.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Damn, Seb, you got some balls putting your hands on him.
Yeah, Cormier was like, you're not here to fight me. You're here to fight Seth.
Bro, Cormier
don't put your hands on me.
Cormier could probably. I mean, we know he would fuck so bad.
He'd go crazy.
I don't know. Him and Riddle will be a good fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about Riddle.
Riddle.
Matt might fuck him up.
Fighter.
Yeah. Matt would fuck up Brock probably at this point.
Yeah.
Nah, Cormier would get fucked up by Brock. They used to be fucking teammates. And Cormier said to himself, even when Brock was going against what's his name? Fucking Shane Carwin. And this is before Cormier got his name out there. Yo, Brock used to fucking manhandle him. Even Cormier said that. Yo, he's a great wrestler. Like you can't take Brock down.
It seems like we got through the whole card, but I know that Gene's body slam take is one of the matches.
You want to hear the body slam take of the fucking week? It goes to the most boring. I feel like it was the boringest match, even though the women's match came close second to this match. This strap match was the most boring. Yo, I'm telling you right now, this guy's boring.
I skipped it.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, the time's up on this dude. The time's up on him. Drew McIntyre for the past 3 years had banger matches with everybody, except for this guy. This guy sucks. He can't.
Who was it against again?
It was Karrion Kross.
Yo, his time's
expected.
His time,
that's a name I forgot to add
bro.
to a certain list we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, this dude, Karrion Kross, he had my attention for a split second, and then when he came to WWE, I could see why McMahon said, "Nah, his wrestling is fucking terrible. He doesn't make me believe in nothing."
But he does a great Jesse Ventura impression.
The only good thing about it is his presentation.
His presentation is really good.
I hate that. Awesome. I hate when motherfuckers say that though, because that's 90% not him. That's not
I know.
him.
I know
That's
it's not
like
him.
you're in WWE and they're gonna make you look good.
I'm just saying, though, the president.
Kind of is.
Not everybody else got a presentation like, yo,
It's
hold on,
his
hold on.
character, though.
Not everybody else got a presentation like that. Like, yo, this shit's pretty. His
presentation
smacks.
is good. It is.
But yo, other than that, some of his promos be good. But when that bell goes ding ding, he is fucking terrible.
He's great till the bell rings.
Oh, yo, he's everything you want a wrestler to look like, sound like, but yo, don't wrestle like him.
Like that throughout his.
He got moves. Him and Darby Allin like tied as like one of the worst wrestlers to watch on TV.
Just keep slipping in Darby.
Wait, is this your body slam take of the week, or is it?
It's my body slam take of the week.
That match sucked.
That match was awful. I give that match a negative
for the first time,
zero.
This is one that's just not gonna. You're not gonna get much pushback on this one.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I had a feeling. I was
you
like,
body slammed us. You body slammed us. You put us through a table. Triple.
I'm telling you right now. Fuck that. I'll give you the triple German suplex. This guy sucks, man. Like, yo, he's like one of those guys. Like, all right. If fucking John Moxley, because John Moxley doesn't like to sell to people he thinks suck on AEW, if you ever noticed, if John Moxley fought him, he'll look at the camera while he's getting punched and be like, this guy sucks. This guy sucks, bro. I'm done with Karrion Kross. He made Drew.
I love that you said that though, Drew.
Like,
if you can't have a good match with Drew, I mean, come on.
Drew has a good match.
So easy to work with.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can't, if you can't.
They need to put Drew back in the. They need to put Drew back in the title picture.
No. They're gonna cool off. No, they're gonna cool off on him. They're gonna cool off on him because
he might get too stale if they don't.
He's been working with a back injury. He's probably gonna be off TV for a while.
All right, come back for Mania.
Facts. He will come back at the
Rumble. Maybe after Mania.
There's something we have to discuss.
That's what I was about to say,
later.
Seb. He's gonna get the belt after Mania. Like his whole progress is after.
We can wait actually.
When they split the titles, have him win it.
Nah, they're not gonna have him win it. When Cody comes back for Raw.
No, I'm saying when he splits the titles.
You're gonna have to have 2 world titles, and I feel like they're gonna do it after Mania,
because then Cody's gonna be one of those guys where he's like,
it's gonna be Cody and Seb.
He's gonna willingly.
Cody and Seb. That says Seb.
Cody's gonna be that baby face
roster.
You're not on the roster. Yo.
I'm your favorite wrestler. Pause.
I got your poster on my wall, Seb.
Hey, yo. That's great. That's great.
I didn't even get to finish. He said, hey, yo, chill, bro. I listen to your music when I go to sleep, Seb.
Before we get to our list, do we want to talk about this Tony shit real quick?
I
got nothing. I think here's why here's a critique I have for this podcast.
What?
I think we talk about Tony Khan way too much. He's not interested.
He gives us too much to talk about.
Is that Seb's idol? Seb looks up to Tony Khan.
Seb be finding a way to throw him in the agenda every week. So this week, Tony,
he gives us too much to talk about.
He does though. He really does though.
Tony got a 20-piece McNugget meal at McDonald's this week. What do you guys think about that?
No.
What kind of sauce he get?
It's not like that. It's not like that.
He gets sweet and sour because he's the size of an 8-year-old, so he eats like an 8-year-old.
Wow, shots fired. I get sweet and sour.
Nuggets. I love them. They're so crispy.
I like sweet and sour sauce.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
these are extra crispy
today. The Zoom just ends.
Zoom just ends
right
Gabe,
there.
Gabe sits in the other room with all the little cousins at Thanksgiving. So
I do.
That's why they call him. That's why they call him the head of the table.
It's like that's why they call him the head of the table.
Yeah, that's why they call him the head of the table, because he's twice the size of everybody that sits there. He's the only.
All right, just real quick. I think it's important to all of our AEW talk that we usually have. That's why he was put in there, not because of Tony. But anyways, he had an interview with Ariel Helwani, Gabe's favorite, this past weekend, and he revealed some insight about his writing, his management style, and why AEW runs the way it does. Because Ariel was asking him some pretty like hard-hitting questions. Not gonna lie, he asked some stuff that a lot of us were wondering. Like, I know that he mentioned like, some people have commented that like your wrestlers like prisoners running the asylum. Like, how do you feel about that? Well, he just asked some stuff like that. Tony revealed this weekend. He said that, I guess we already all knew this, but he writes the show himself. But he takes bits and pieces from everybody, like whatever ideas and like what sticks, what he feels like sticks. That's what's gonna end up on TV. And some ideas that don't stick, he's not gonna put on TV. And
that's right. Now I can see why Rampage be sucking. Damn.
He says he writes an agenda every week, like on a notepad. Like he writes the show from start to bottom.
This is what I ate for breakfast. These are the shorts I wore today.
And he was talking about his relationship with WWE. He kind of, it was kind of shots, but it kind of wasn't. Ariel was definitely trying to start some shit, which is why I think
which is all he fucking does. He wants to be a character in these. He wants to be a character in all of these promotions, man.
Ariel was definitely trying to start some shit, and Tony, I could tell he's getting a little annoyed. But Ariel asked him like, what's his relationship with the other Khan, Nick Khan and whatnot or whatever. And Tony didn't want to comment on it. He said he's pretty great of a guy, but he just doesn't want to comment on it. But then that led him to talking about Triple H and Stephanie. And something I found interesting, Tony was saying that Triple H and Stephanie used to treat him great when he was just the football owner. But now he feels like the relationship has changed. He said,
because you're competition now.
He also talks mad shit. Like he talks shit all the time. So when you come in these interviews and you're like, I don't know why they treat me like this, you sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah. Like, Cody isn't the only one. When they had that thing where he fucking smashed the throne, when Cody was saying that, Tony was like, yes. Yeah. And he was like popping off on his fucking lines, and he was freaking out and nutting in his pants about it. Like, well, he sound like a fucking idiot.
He commented on that too.
When he says shit like that.
He commented on that also. Ariel was asking him like why he does certain things like that, like on the program. Like there might be like sometimes that they're coming at WWE too much. And he said he actually learned this method from the TV network, which was also another interesting point. He said that when they started AEW, the people at Warner kind of gave him a layout of how to run competition. He said, you should think of yourself as a strong second, but also a strong second that people can look to, that can probably be better than the first. So they use they used a fast food analogy. He was like basically like WWE,
Burger King,
McDonald's, and AEW is Burger King. Now some people might like Burger King over McDonald's, but as long as you're there and you're being a strong second, that's
nothing wrong with it.
Competition to be. So that's where all the jabs and stuff like that kind of coming at WWE on television also plays into. I think there's a little dash of Warner wanting that shit in there too.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And it kind of plays into like why certain things play out the way they do on AEW television. Okay, why you chuckling?
I just thought that was interesting.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I got nothing. Tony, I think he's always gonna have a rebuttal. You're always gonna have a rebuttal, whether it's right or wrong. Here's what I'll say though. Here's what I'll say when it comes to Tony Khan criticisms. The shows could always be better. Some weeks it's Absolutely. Like, all right. But more often than not, there's at least a few segments on every AEW episode that is entertaining to me. And I'm not going to shit on the guy completely. But
yeah,
sometimes it's like, it's easy.
It's obvious
fixes.
Sometimes.
It's easy, right? It's obvious. It's easy fixes. That is the issue with his programming. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's like, hey, if you just aren't stubborn about this, we can.
Yeah. I don't think
definitely he'd be stubborn a lot.
There wouldn't be an issue if he had at least maybe like 3 other people write the show with him, but he's very content on just writing the show himself.
A lot of his ideas kind of suck though, like how he's doing it. like he's forgetting a lot of wrestlers too. So it's like, I don't know. That's why he got favorites. That's why I go back to the whole Sammy Guevara at the beginning. He picked favorites and he hooked his he like hitched his wagon to certain wrestlers. That's why you always gonna see him on it. Even with the whole CM Punk incident happening, and when remember the whole Hangman Adam Page. Adam Page didn't get in trouble for what he did, but CM Punk got fucking crucified for saying some shit randomly about the Hangman thing. Then the whole behind the stage with the fight with CM Punk with the Bucks and thing. It was obvious you had to discipline all of them, because if you just discipline CM Punk and like Omega and the Young Bucks didn't get it, it's like, what the fuck? Or vice versa, CM Punk didn't get it and those three got it. You're like, now you're picking favorites. It'd be obvious. So that one right there, you had to get rid of all, like suspend all of them or fire, whatever you had to do. But the Sammy Guevara, he's just getting away with a lot of shit. And it's like, this guy's a bum. So it's like, yo, stop hitching your wagon. Like, stop, like Gabe said, stop being stubborn and like maybe change some shit around. That's probably going to be beneficial to you possibly being number one again.
Yeah.
Quick question. Can you guys hear my cat?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Then he's going to stay outside.
Oh, you fucking
he's like
pussy right
scratching
now?
on my door.
Pause.
Really?
You know.
Okay, Gene.
All right. Let's get to the big topic. We have our top wrestlers that we either don't care for or we think are pretty overrated.
Do we want to talk about Raw?
So these are guys these aren't the
I didn't
worst.
see Raw.
Do you want to talk about Raw? Oh,
I didn't see it.
Raw?
I didn't see
Raw
it.
was so good.
Are you going
I
to watch
know.
it?
I saw bits and
I
pieces.
watched
I'm watching
So
it right
good.
after this.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was a good show. It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was one of the best shows of this.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, a
There's
lot of
a lot of
returns.
We don't have to talk
surprises.
about the whole show. We can talk about the moments. Some
A
pretty
lot
big
of
man.
people, Gene, at this point.
You're gonna fucking ruin it. I only know one thing, and I was so amped. Don't ruin it because I saw it. I even texted to y'all. I know what happened. My man's back.
That's why I thought you
a
watched
lot of F5s are going down. I told you he's coming back. He's gonna
I was actually shocked about that. I didn't think Brock Lesnar would pop back out.
Say it like this: Brock Lesnar is back. Baby.
Gene Lesnar came out and attacked Bobby.
The Black Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Lashley is basically the Black Brock Lesnar.
Dave, quick question. How do you feel about the Bray thing? Because people were actually kind of annoyed and upset about him not being on Raw, but then again, WWE didn't promote him to be on Raw.
Less is more.
People need to get the fuck over themselves and just
Thank
wait till
you.
Friday.
Less is more. Less is more.
Yeah.
He came. We know he's back.
I don't care. He's gonna be there on Friday.
Yeah.
Get over it. It's 4 days.
Yeah.
I hope they don't have him feuding with Roman right away, because remember, before he got
away
fired
from the fucking
No,
title
yeah,
pick.
but listen,
For the
listen,
love
listen,
of
listen.
God.
But listen, yo,
God.
with Bray Wyatt, everything comes full circle with this guy and everything he does. So with the whole Randy thing, right before he got fired with Randy and Seth, he had feuds with him before that and letting them know he was coming at him. Before the whole demon and all that other shit happened to him, he said, anybody but you, Roman, should be champion. He had a feud with Roman and then it just died off randomly and they fired him. And then he came back and they put him with the feud with Seth Rollins and stuff like that. And then he got fired again. So I'm just telling you right now, he's coming for Roman. It's not. Hopefully, he's like y'all say, not now.
I wouldn't do that. That's detrimental to him.
Maybe he feuds with Roman after he loses, and then he writes Roman off so he can go to Hollywood.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Everything comes full circle with his character and how he lays it out and who he feuds with.
I don't care when he's on TV because I am so unbelievably intrigued as to where this character is going.
Exactly.
I'm very optimistic about it this time around. It looks like it's going to be good stuff.
Because I don't know, maybe he's got a stable coming. Because all I'm saying, Bo Dallas is coming back.
Yep, I saw that.
Yep.
And Liv Morgan was very, very weird at the end of the last episode. And she's
a good point.
And there was a backstage segment that I happened to come across on Twitter, and she was like crying and shit. And they tried to ask her a question. She looked all fucking weird. And she is married to Bo Dallas.
You think that's a new?
She's married to Bo Dallas?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy.
I didn't know they were married.
That actually, no, yeah, they are.
I know she's a Hooters chick.
That's
but,
the new Alexa Bliss on the way.
Yep.
Yeah, but don't.
She got
they just need to not make it fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Enough with the fucking dolls away. Keep the dolls away.
Like the supernatural shit, it worked decades ago, but not in this.
Nah, supernatural shit works now, bro. Depends on how you.
It's just harder,
and he's doing it pretty good.
Because the comparison's always going to be the Undertaker, which is like the greatest character.
Undertaker,
of all time.
Kane,
So
Mankind did it.
Yeah, but that was all the same era.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like, yeah, they did it.
The Fiend was also good until they ruined it.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
but the person you're gonna do it with though is Bray.
Yeah,
he's just so good at it.
Honestly,
that's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna take his time on this one, and they're actually gonna do it right. You could do supernatural shit. It's just
he wouldn't
have to do it right
unless he was confident that they wouldn't fuck him up.
Yeah.
I think he has total control over his character now.
He's with Trips, so there's nothing to worry about now. That's why.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that
was
though.
The only thing we didn't talk about Extreme Rules was his fucking return. We didn't talk about it, which we should, because that was unbelievable.
That was the greatest. That's like one of the best pops of the past couple.
This close to my fucking because of course I was watching in my living room on my big TV because I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this shit tonight.
Okay, Big Dave with the big TV.
The second those lights, it's not my big TV, it's my family's big TV, so I guess it's not too much of a flex. But the second those lights shut off, my stream fucking froze on my TV, and I was like, I knew this was gonna happen, so I had my phone out. My phone was like this in front of my face the entire time.
You like how they pulled out the old NXT method of showing
mark? Yeah, yes. I thought that shit was dope.
Because the thing is like you knew it was happening, and when they pulled that graphic up, I was like, well, now it's coming. Like it didn't really get me because there's no way you spoil it or you tease it like that. And then I heard that they were handing out flyers and shit before the event. One of them
of the bunny.
It was of the bunny, and then there was one that was
upside down butterfly.
It was like a word search and shit. And like the second you see that they're handing those out at the event, and they're not like little things that they were leaving around the arena like they were doing before. Yeah, I was like, he's coming back tonight. That's why I texted our group chat. I was like, Bray Wyatt's coming back tonight. I'm so excited.
Yo, that was yo. The way they did it was perfect. God. He didn't even have to say nothing.
It was
beautiful.
Perfect.
The opening of the door and everything. I was like, yo,
the door is my favorite part.
Yo, thank you. I thought so too. It just pops up. The door's right there. You're like, oh shit.
And the blue light shining.
Yeah.
In terms of production, that's the best return of all time.
That's a top 10 return for sure.
And that mask he wore was dope. It's from a movie. It's from a movie that came out on Netflix like a couple of months ago. That with Kevin Bacon and shit.
I know.
That mask is dope. That mask
looked like Kevin
dope.
Bacon. I knew
the black phone, the black phone or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Yo, and I thought the way he came out with the whole as soon as you took when you took that mask off, that shit felt like when Jericho came to WWE, when Edge came back on Royal Rumble. That was like it was like when Cody popped up at WrestleMania.
I'm just happy the Fiend's gone.
That shit was louder than Cody Rhodes' return.
I didn't want them to bring it back.
No, the Fiend's coming back. But
can we get to the list?
I like this Bray better. I like this Bray better.
Can we get to the list? Because this is a good transition.
He said no more Bray Wyatt.
Well, no. Bray Wyatt is not on my list. But the Fiend does. But the Fiend.
Y'all go ahead with you. I don't have, like I told y'all before recording, I don't have a list because I have a body slam taking a week of people I don't give a fuck about, so they're already on that list.
The Fiend.
Okay, that's fair.
The Fiend sucks. All of his matches suck. He just wears a fucking mask.
Yeah.
And that's
mean?
about it.
You said you liked the fire match with Randy.
The fire match was
and funny. The match with Daniel Bryan
and the Firefly
the strap match with Daniel Bryan was.
You let one match ruin it all.
The Funhouse match was cool too.
You let one match ruin
the Funhouse match is like that's cool, but at the end of the day, it's not. He's a supernatural entity. Why does he care about a belt? Why isn't he all these storylines? He takes no damage. He no sells for everybody. It just doesn't work for me.
Okay.
That's my thing. But Bray Wyatt has a few good matches I like and all that. I actually have quite a few. I got Bobby.
Start with your list.
All right. Elias. Can we all agree Elias?
He's on my list too.
Elias just does nothing for me in the ring.
Elias is whack as hell.
I am Elias.
Bobby Fish
is overrated.
Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish. What?
This guy used to not be on my list. I didn't know why people didn't like him, but he's been so many like lane. He never wows me. He kind of
he's like with so many promotions now.
Baron Corbin.
Wow.
Baron Corbin.
Chucky T from AEW. Chuck Taylor. Just that if you're out of shape, man. Angelo Dawkins has just been getting carried for a very long time now.
He's gotten better.
What? You don't like Dawkins? I love Dawkins.
No,
Dave,
what
I'm gonna have to
match was
disagree
it?
with that one, bro.
You guys, I don't. I'm not gonna die on
It's
that
his
hill.
list. It's his list. It's
I'm
his
not gonna
list.
die on
I
the
know.
hill. I'm not gonna die on that hill. If you guys,
What
if he
was
turned
it?
into Shawn Michaels in the time I haven't been watching Raw,
No.
That's
I
impossible. That's
apologize.
impossible. He can't be the
what-
showstopper
I
like that.
can't think of what match it was.
Abaddon.
He just had a solos match on Raw, just like
Let me
a
finish
month
this.
ago,
Let me
and it was
finish this
fine.
list because we're
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
This pod's running long now. Abaddon, just disgusting, just hard to watch. Just
That
gross.
match with Britt Baker that we saw live was rough. When
Oh, he's right.
Wow,
Abaddon
was terrible.
sucks.
and they didn't go through the table twice.
I agree with you.
Karrion Cross,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
and
Yes.
then this one might ruffle some feathers, but I just don't give a fuck
Balor?
about this guy at all.
Finn
What
Balor.
was it?
Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh,
I just don't
wow.
care.
Okay. No. I give you
He's
that.
so
I give you that.
generic.
Thank
He's
you.
so
Yup.
generic.
So
I
bland.
don't fuck. No, you're not funny with the. It's like okay, whatever. This is goofy now, but now you're gonna have this serious match. Doesn't work for me.
I'm fit.
I like that. I like that.
He's a
He's
normal
just
white
pretty
guy to
straight.
me. He's just a normal looking white guy to me.
Gabe, that's
I see him at the Bruins game. You know,
Racist.
Gabe, I can half agree with that one. I think he got a little better, but yeah, like I don't mind that. I don't mind that opinion. I can
Okay.
live with it. I have two of your guys already on there, Karrion Cross and Elias, so I don't have to say much.
Take Elias off that.
No, Elias. and
bro,
Elias.
no, because if
No
I
way.
fight you now, this podcast will go till midnight.
No,
but
way,
You
no,
like
hear it.
Elias, but
Let's
you
hear
don't
it.
like Darby Allin.
yeah, that'll make no sense. That
Yeah.
that'll-
Let's hear it, Gene.
But I also have Kip Sabian.
Yes.
And-
I forgot. him.
Yeah, I like Kid Sabian. I think he's get out of here. He's
And-
garbage.
And I also have someone. Oh, I actually have two people that you may have not even thought about. Michael Elgin.
Who?
Michael Elgin.
I just haven't watched enough of him to not give a fuck. Oh, there's a bunch of New Japan guys actually that should have been on my list.
That's it.
people
You
love-
can't do that though. Now everybody watches New Japan, man.
Michael Elgin. He's been in a few different promotions, and he's just not it. He's not it. People overhype the
Okay.
shit out of him. And my last one is Juice Robinson.
What, you don't like Juice?
Juice wasn't that good when he was CJ Parker, and he's still not that good.
There's a
All
bunch
right,
of
I'll
New
give you
Japan
that. I'll
guys
give you
that
that.
I'm
I'll
trying
give
to
you.
think of
No.
right
You
now.
know what? I'll give you that, Seb. I'll give you
He's
that.
bland, bro. He's just bland.
Tanahashi, maybe. I mean, I'll
Tanahashi
get
also-
impaled for that. They'll crucify me, but like I
No,
Tanahashi
haven't,
no,
could
no.
definitely go on
Nah,
there.
you
I
could be
haven't
your
seen a
beat. That's your
Tanahashi
opinion.
match I love. Fucking.
I have 0 of them. There's no Tanahashi match.
Yo, y'all should put Switchblade on there too.
No, Seb will be with you on that. Switchblade versus Okada.
That's it.
I didn't
busted.
see
That's
that
it.
one. I didn't see.
I feel like he's gotten better. He's
He's done a
better.
little
No,
better, but I mean,
He's so his moves are
I
so
feel you though. I feel you.
he's not special.
feel you.
average.
I feel you.
Kind of average.
I feel you.
Put him on y'all list, man. Because I ain't
what's
gonna
his
lie,
name?
he
I'll
would
put
have
him
been on
honorable
Body
mention.
Slam Take of the Week, but I never watched enough matches like that to like fully give him the attention of a Body Slam. So
What's the guy who does all the submissions?
Dean
Oh,
Malenko?
Zack Sabre
No.
Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. is on my list.
Oh, I can see why. I can see
Acquired
why.
taste.
He don't do
Acquired
it for me.
taste.
Yeah.
Acquired taste for sure.
Dave, you have a list? Big Dave.
I was very busy this week. I wasn't able to put a list together.
Oh, it's okay.
That's
I
okay,
thought you
that's
were
all
really upset about me saying Kyle.
Yeah.
O'Reilly. Kyle
I know,
O'Reilly.
right? He had his head down and everything.
He's my favorite white guy.
He was still hurt about the Bray Wyatt.
Yo, put Johnny Wrestling on there.
Oh, you're gonna get some
Wait, put
heat.
who there?
I don't like Johnny Wrestling.
Gene?
No,
Gene?
no, no,
Yeah,
no
He's
way you just
boring.
said that.
he's.
Ah?
Oh no. Be real. Listen, hear me out. Hear me
He can
out.
be boring.
He's
He
not. No.
can be.
He's not on my Body Slam Take of the Week. Like not even on the radar
Right.
yet.
Wait, how
Not on the radar yet. He's like cast away a little bit. I'm looking at the horizon. And I can see some bland, ugly motherfucker from the far with a fucking non-talented wife. But hold on. Listen. He had a great feud with Ciampa. He was good with the tag teams with Ciampa. That's it. That motherfucker is boring. He's bland. His moves are bland. His moves are bland.
If you're gonna say Johnny, I gotta throw in Roddy Strong. I gotta throw in Roddy Strong on my list.
Thank you. You can throw him in there too, because
But Johnny's had too many. Johnny's had too many good matches for me to put him on my list. But I've even said that to Seb before that, like, it's like I don't completely see the hype.
He's a great underdog.
You can only be the underdog. You can only be the underdog for so long.
And it can only be like probably like one or two wrestlers in a company to be the underdog. He's in a company where it's like 4 underdogs. Well, not in a company. He's in the in this era, there's like 4 type of underdogs that's prevalent. He's not. No. He's just. It's okay to be average.
He will evolve, but
it's okay to be a little bit below average. You know, you still get to know TV time. But when he came back, didn't move the needle. Yes,
it did.
No, it moved the needle for you, bro. Really. The wrong way.
No, people were talking about Johnny coming back to Raw.
Nobody was talking to Seb.
Yes, they were.
Seb. I asked a couple of people in the gym. I asked a couple of people that are my friends. I said, "What do you think about this Johnny comeback?" They said, "Oh shit, boring motherfucker, dog. He's a boring motherfucker." Bro. All right, Seb. Hold on, Seb.
He was trending on Twitter
because it's a new person that came back. Of course he's gonna trend. What you mean, bro? Fucking what's his fucking name? Ali or whatever. He fucking trended for a second by calling out homeboy and getting the match that same night. He trended. Well, everybody fucking trends.
He's calling out management because he wants a match.
Everybody, I'm being real. If you say something like slightly against like your character is supposed to be, or slightly against the fucking machine, you're gonna trend, bro. That's everybody trends.
He's trending for the return, though. For the return.
That return was gone. It didn't move me. I thought he was boring anyways. Hey. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying
that's fine. That's cool.
Hey, I'm just saying,
I'm just saying he definitely
he's not up there with listen. He's not up there with garbage Darby Allin. He could be soon if he keeps trending down this way. Austin Theory's better than him. And y'all know
Stop.
I'm not stopping.
This needs to end.
I'm being, hey Seb, I'm just saying. Seb, we had a good thing going, man. We had a good thing going tonight. Don't fucking ruin it.
There's
just accept the fact that sometimes you know what, Seb? It just hit me right now. Big Gene, what's that? Gene Lesnar? Big Gene, let me tell you this. You know, I just discovered with this guy. I'm actually talking to somebody. I'm talking to him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's me. I go to sleep.
All validation out of your point when you showed that you got
listen. Hold on, Big Gene. Hold on, I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna flame you. You know what I just noticed, Seb? You be hitching your wagon to the most boringest wrestlers on our list all the time.
What?
What about Commander Aziz? What about Commander Aziz?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going down WWE's page. I wanted to ask you guys about a certain discount.
Wait, first of all, Gene, if you call him Big Gene, does that mean you're Little Gene?
No, I'm Gene Lesnar right now, bro. I will F5 the shit out. Ain't nothing little about me.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying one's got
picture on the wall is Big Gene though. So like
picture on the wall. That's a champion right there. All right. Look at him. He's got his jacket on. He's happy. That's a championship right there. But anyways, I digress. We're not talking about him no more. He's done. You got Gene Lesnar, the beast. All right.
Gabe, what were you asking?
Oh, there's this guy I saw on WWE's page earlier, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" He looked like a discount Mark Henry. I'm wondering if any of you know who he is. There he is, Odyssey Jones.
That sounds.
Oh my god.
That sounds.
Oh, he's still on the page still. Was he in NXT?
Wait, who is that? I'm trying to remember.
It's not okay. It's not who I'm thinking of.
Was he on NXT?
Yeah,
probably.
He was part of the first wave, I think, of like 2.0.
Yeah, he was the first wave of 2.0.
I do
massive human being.
I do remember him.
He was a massive human being. And
but guess what?
The charisma of larger than life newcomer Odyssey Jones is proving as massive as his frame. Armed with a startling combination of size and explosive speed, the self-professed future favorite has been making quite a splash in NXT and has particularly turned heads with his march to the 2021 NXT Breakout Tournament Final. That's it.
He has the charisma of sliced bread.
No, sliced bread got better charisma if you're getting the wheat.
Odyssey Jones, man,
get that guy out of here. Why you even mention that? He's not even worthy to be on this list.
I think it's about time, fellas. We wrap this thing up.
Okay, right before you wrap it up, did y'all see the New Japan wrestler belt?
No, I didn't. They have a new one?
Yo, shit looks good.
It
almost looks like a ring. It looks like a ring. It's like a belt
television. It's the New Japan television title, and each match for the title has a 15-minute time limit.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you really don't finish before time limit, yo, it's really a draw too. They don't play around.
That's fire. I like that concept.
Yo, the belt though looks like it looks like MJF's diamond ring, but as a belt. The shit looks good. Okay. And the way they have it, the way it's like written on it too, it's almost like a computer font size, like bold style. Like the way it looks, it looks different. It looks like a fucking ring.
I'll give it a look. After the pod.
I thought y'all would have saw it. I saw it a couple of days ago. I was like, yo, that shit looks dope.
All
right, fellas. Anything to plug?
On the roster page, try to find one person that's overrated.
I want to plug. Eat healthy. Clear your minds. Mental health is an issue. A lot of you motherfuckers are really deranged. I just want y'all to go get help. And to some of the people that got mad that I said you peaked in high school, you're the ones that peaked in high school. You got mad. I have some people say, yo, peaked in high school? What kind of shit is that? You must have peaked in high school, bro. Get the fuck away from me.
They're coming to you if they feel any type of insecurity when you say that, then it must be them. Is that what you're saying?
You peaked in high school? It's okay, bro.
I've always hated myself, so.
This dude's on his Kenny Omega shit.
Yeah. Real quick, Richie and Mecco Connection. We're doing NBA previews this week. So look for that later in the week.
Oh, okay.
NBA is back.
I like that. Yeah, NBA is back. What about your NHL previews?
NHL previews. There's a gentleman on this Zoom call right now that may have to come on and talk NHL.
Me.
Yeah, it's Sebastian.
It ain't you, Seb. I know I'm looking right at him. Come on, Seb. You know hockey ain't for us, man. I'm half white though, so I do watch.
Seb's a puck boy.
Puck on net.
Seb's a puckhead.
Cycle the puck.
Cycle the puck.
Oh my goodness, yo! Cleveland just had bases loaded. Struck out.
Care about baseball, bro? Get that shit out of here.
Yo, it's playoffs, motherfucker.
Hey, fuck you. I like baseball.
Thank you. Baseball's all right. Red Sox all day.
Baseball in the playoffs.
Go read a book. No,
I read books, man. I read books sometimes. Right. But yo, I'm telling you right now, man, I can't wait for that episode to come out.
What's our list next week?
Here's my thing. I'm gonna ask if we can have a audible for next week's list because we were going to do top 10 belts, but I only give you 3. Of one. I think we should do top 5 themes.
I like that too.
Don't know why we haven't done that yet.
All right.
And all right, we'll do that.
Themes is something that I could do a top 10 easily because I fuck with rest.
Yeah, Sam. All time?
We do themes.
Yes.
I'm with that.
Themes is just ever.
All
you
time?
Could have 2 of somebody's themes on there. It doesn't matter. It just whatever.
You mean themes like match types or like
no.
Not
like the
entrance
music.
Entrance.
Music. Themes. So, man. 5?
Can you dig it?
I'm gonna give you 5 with like 3 honorable mentions too.
If I did like a list of 5,
I like that one. I like that one.
1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. Because some of them be
it. Also,
I had somebody on my mind that I didn't think of when we did the underrated list. Was that last week?
You had me on your mind. You called me underrated, Dave? You called me underrated?
I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to add to it. I just want to give him his credit. Santos Escobar. He just got called up. And
he did.
Fucking money. And now they're paired with Zelina. And I think that stable is going to be
smart.
Zelina's back, baby.
Yes. And
her crossplay.
I think that's so perfect. So
and her crossplay.
I just wanted to give him
her cosplay.
Yeah.
She started like an OnlyFans or a Patreon or whatever.
Yeah,
my fault. I didn't mean to say crossplay.
That's where it all started.
I meant to say cosplay.
Yeah, that's cosplaying is carrying cross.
Because then she started fighting people.
Yo, carrying cross sucks, man.
Let's wrap it up by we never finished. How big do we think Vince is?
Hey, yo.
What the fuck? All right, I'm out. Y'all stay black now.
Hit the button, bro.